And for Angel and OG and even Casey, Angel and OG seen the emails. 2 emails, not all of them, between me and that CPS worker. And a lot of people do not understand, and I'll give May May props on this one. She said every place is different. Right? And every town is different. And what people do not understand is I live in a very small community. Like, the only way I know how to explain it is this is a county one county that I live in. And in one fucking county, there's only 90 kids from pre-K to 12th grade. 90 kids in one fucking county. It's small. I mean, like, small as fuck. Things are done different than in big cities. Okay? They don't have a lot of workers. It's not like living in a big fucking city. CPS was already in the home because my stepson decided he wanted to try to go live with his mother. Right? He was 17 years old. And we let him because supposedly from an outsider looking in, she had her shit together. She had a job. Her and her husband, were renting a beautiful home. Why not, right? Because every child has the right to be with their parent. And that's what he chose. He lasted 8 months before CPS called us to come get the child because he was shitting in 5-gallon buckets. They had no lights, no floors. He was living in shit, him and his brothers and sisters. And the kids were taken out of the fucking home. And he came back here. So when Angel got me to call CPS after the claims were made, I was informed there was already a call that had been made. The woman already knew me from being in the home. You've seen the emails and as well as the recordings. But again, I'm not stupid enough to play them on live because I know after Maddie played it on live, I called that CPS worker and I asked for the woman that said her name in Maddie's live. I mean, it's on fucking Reddit. You can go listen to it. And I asked for the woman and I asked her if it was illegal to record. She said, "No, ma'am, it is not illegal to record." And I said, "So it's not illegal for it to be played on a social media platform?" She said, "If our names were put out or information, yes. But again, it is a misdemeanor." And I said, "Well, I'll send the live to you." Because again, I didn't see that live. I was told about it because it was on Reddit. And I sent it to the woman. So I'm not going to be a fool like Maddie and put it out. But again, that's Maddie and her fuck shit, right? Because I think Casey recorded a conversation. Well, actually, every time Maddie's been calling her here recently, Casey's been recording it. And if you listen to the recording, Maddie insinuates that it was wicked. She 100% does. As she also tells me that Country Sapphire will be calling CPS on me. Because again, Casey asked Maddie, and Maddie said yes. That Country said that's what she was going to be doing. From a bitch that I don't even fucking know. But thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the heads up. You come between all kinds of fucking friendships, Angel. You sit there and fucking, you and Casey fucking talking fucking shit. Like Angry was saying shit. Did I call Angry out? I didn't call her out. Because y'all were taking what she was saying wrong. So when I said something to Angry in the chat that day, and I give Angry the opportunity to explain herself, right? Because y'all didn't have the balls to come to her and say anything. Y'all just talk shit about her. And what did I tell you? Casey, you need to go to your friend and you need to talk to your friend. I should have been more blunt and said you should go to your friend instead of going and telling other fucking girls in the chat how you feel about your supposed best friend. That's what I should have done. But again, trying to save more fucking peace. What the fuck does that get me? No fucking where. Nowhere. Kimmy said she was on her way home. So I don't know if she's going to get in the live or what. You bitches fake as fuck. I should have known it to begin with. Especially all the shit that you fucking did. Yeah. She definitely didn't, that chat, that Kimmy had me record. With Angel and Rodeo Mom. Because again, Kimmy didn't know what she was walking into. And I recorded it. But, I think it would be a good idea just to make a Telegram chat with everybody and dump all these calls and these chats and everything in it. And I said this to Joe. If it keeps going, I'll just make a YouTube or make a chat, dump all the shit in it, and add everybody fucking in it. And let you all eat each other alive. Which you probably wouldn't eat each other alive. You would just make some excuse and then be friends at the end of the day. Right? And OG, let's talk about the cop calling, right? What was the message that you shown me, right? Because you were going to call CPS on Wicked. You were going to do all of this shit as you come into the chat crying your eyeballs out because of what Lillian sent you. That she was going to their throat and write your husband's name in the blood. You were upset. You were crying. And I know how Lillian rolls. I don't know her personally. But, I've heard a lot. And, I've said from day one, say whatever it is with me and Kimmy, but I believe what Kimmy says. So, I said, what do you want me to do? You said you were going to call the cops. And I sent you the number. You were upset. So I called a detective. I didn't call on Kimmy. The fuck? And I talked to the detective, and the detective was supposed to tell Lillian to leave you alone. Not to get her in any trouble. I didn't even know where Lillian works at. Not at all. And then what happened? You had your job called. You had fake Facebook profiles made. You know, videos of you nodding out and all kinds of fucking shit, right? The fake accounts made. And then y'all want to sit there and say, you don't know if CPS came to my house. As you're trying to get Jizzy to send you information, right? Show you proof that it's supposed to be a stamp. There's no stamp. Not on the email I got. No stamp. Wonder if I can find that. You're probably not going to be able to see all. Why would I show y'all her whole name? Why would I want to do that? Why? Do you think that I really trusted y'all that much? Hyde County. You know, that's the county I live in. Yeah, posted to her husband's Facebook. Sure did. Every time this woman has come out, she tells me she's coming. Every time. This particular time, she was going to be coming out. I missed her email, and we scheduled it for the next day. Because again, this woman has already been in my home when my stepson come back, right? Because they're taking a child out of a bad situation. They obviously have to make sure that the child is coming back into a good home, right? So the woman had already been in my home looking 2-3 months prior to. So she already knew what my home was. She already knew the type of people that we were. Okay? That makes a big fucking difference. Big difference. I really don't want to speak on anything as far as with Kimmy stuff, because I stand on what I said to Kimmy. I don't want to be live bashing, talking shit about her. I just wanted it all to stop. But again, you got Angel and all of them want to take their accountability. Angel, you're kissing Joe's ass. Did you tell Joe that you said she was fake as fuck? You know what I reached out to Joe with Maddie, because Maddie said that Joe was playing both sides. Isn't that what you and OG were saying? Sure was. Sure was. But really what Joe was doing was she was put in a bad position. She had two people that she was friends with, me and Kimmy, and she just wanted us both to stop. She didn't agree with everything that I had done. She didn't agree with everything that Kimmy had done. She just wanted it all to fucking end. Now I also know, you know, things go on behind the fucking scenes that you don't know. And I could be completely clueless, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Kimmy, I don't, unless you're sharing it with Joe, nobody else is coming in.
I shared it to Joe. Oh, I'm talking and I'm muted. There she is.
Does she want a box or no?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
All right, I'm up here.
So, for me, Angel got butt hurt, and this is my side. I mean, I really don't care what any of the other ones have to say. When there was a live that was held, right? And Joe was in the box, and Joe was talking about everything between Kimmy and I had been squashed. We were in a chat, right? Joe was continuously talking, not in a bad way. Angel spoke up, right? Again, there was a lot of other shit that was conspiring off the app, real life shit. I brought it up once I got on my vacation, I brought it up to Angel and I said, I feel some type of way about you saying in that live that what Kimmy said had happened in my home and what I had said about Kimmy's home, that it was a lie. And I stand on it. Because at the end of the day, anybody that has been listening to the things I've been saying, has been listening to the things that Kimmy has been saying, people are going to question that. So Kimmy lied about what happened in Sassy's home. So Sassy lied about nothing happened in Kimmy's home. So, so for me, it was you lied on both of us. We should have had the opportunity for us both to be able to state. That didn't have anything to do with fucking Angel. She got pissed off. She got mad. She left the fucking chat, left the call, told me to go fuck myself because I said I should have just never said anything, right? Because I knew the Angel was going to pop off at the fucking mouth. So she left the chat. She goes, calls Casey. Casey reaches out to Kimmy. In the process, Joe's on the phone with me. And then I guess that's when Casey weren't getting anywhere with Kimmy. So then Angel starts calling. So if you want to say, and I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, Kimmy. For the Snapchat that we were put in, I did. I said, I'll just eat shit because I don't want to keep going back and forth with you. I could give two fucks about any of these other fucking bitches on here, and I stand on it. I didn't never care about them. I didn't never give two fucking shits. I thought me and OG were friends, whatever, but that is what it fucking is. You were the only fucking one. So I wasn't going to keep going back and forth. And I did say, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go live? Do you want me to say all of it's a lie? And I said it was just so everything would just come off of you. Nobody else would say any fucking thing else about or question anything else that had conspired in your home, out of your home, or anything about that fucking situation. That was why my verbiage was the way it fucking was. That's it. That's all.
So, just real quick, and everybody knows that I have been neutral. I'm sitting in the box with two friends that have gone at it and said a bunch of fuck shit. I am friends with other people that are not in this box, right? I don't care to hear about what was said, what wasn't said about me. This is not about me. And I stand on that. If the call is in question about what was said or what was not said, I have no problem with playing the call right now. Is that going to make everything go away? For people to just paint their own fucking picture of, and everybody in TikTok world being able to hear you two go at it and say what you have to say to get past whatever. And this isn't just now. It isn't. Is this a way for everybody just to stop? Just period. Stop. I play the call. Everybody makes their own opinion of it and everybody moves on. Is that what we want to do?
That's fine with me.
Sass?
For me, I mean, if that's what Kimmy wants, I personally don't want people to hear the way I think there's been enough people up in our fucking shit in our call.
Well, I mean, when we had the call, I didn't put people that didn't have anything to do with it in it, like Angry and Steele.
Kimmy, I didn't know anything about that call. I was blindsided, was literally told a chat was made. I had no clue that's what they were going to do. They didn't say, hey, Sassy, I'm going to make a chat. None of that. Just like with the Nicole deal. That was Angel and OG. I didn't know anything about that. They reached out to fucking Nicole. I had no clue about that chat at all. None.
Did you know about the chat with who was it? Hold on. I lost my train of thought because I got so much shit going through my mind. Because for one, this should not be happening. If you wanted to get on here and address what Angel said, then that's fine. But then bringing up the situation of my home, which it was never my home, and you knew that. You know that it was not my home. Nothing happened in my home. The situation wasn't about my home. The name that was shown on that text, you know that name, my boyfriend's name, got brought up while she was alone in a room. It never came out of her mouth. And all the accusations was made by someone that's mentally ill. That believed what her mind was telling her. And you knew all of that. So for me, you and I made an agreement. We both said we can't control what other people say. And other people do. Angel, I was at work when Angel went live. I got to hear bits and pieces because I was busy. Just like your live, I got to hear bits and pieces until I got in my car and could listen. For me, what I heard in Angel's live was her apologizing and saying that they shouldn't have been saying things because, and I said in the comments, all of you guys, even you, Sassy, Joe, everybody knows that has been my friend, knows the love that me and my family have for Tiny, and how much I have fought to keep my granddaughter safe. So I get it. You did that to make me mad, right? And it was a way to dig at me. It just wasn't the right way. So was the message that you showed, the message wasn't a lie because that came from someone, right? That came from her mother. But you know the whole situation. You let a story conspire. So for me, this shouldn't even be being brought up because in that call, we agreed. We can't control what others do, but you and I are not going to go back and forth. So for me, what I heard, and I did not get to hear all of Angel's live, was her being accountable for what she had done. Like I said, I ain't heard it all. It is recorded and I will be listening to it. So that's for me. So if you wanted to get on the live and address what Angel said, then that's fine. But then bringing up, that you never seen paperwork and that it was my home and that you was reaching out to a minor, and think that shouldn't have even been brought up.
I'm blocking that one. I do not think that he needs to be in this live. Sorry, I just don't agree with that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The boy that's always in y'all's and Maddie's live.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't need to be in here.
I know. I mean, do you want me to speak on my side, or do you just want me to be quiet and not say anything?
I mean, it's already out here now, so let's talk about it. For me, what I have been told is that you got upset that Angel got in the live and said to stop speaking on the Kimmy situation. It wasn't true because it wasn't. It wasn't true. What was being said was not true. And that you got upset about that. You did in the phone call say that you would go to Grow and May and tell them that you lied because, again, the message wasn't a lie, but the storyline that you created with it was.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, for that right there, I have never had a private conversation to have that relationship with Grow or May May. I was put into a chat with May May and some girl named Leanne. That's it. That's all. As far as me and May May having a conversation, me and Grow having a conversation, no. That is Casey and Angel. They are in their own group chat, right? Because Angel is Blue Balls. They're in their own chat with each other. Angel is the one that said, I will reach out to May May and Grow. Sassy never said that because, again, I don't have that relationship with them, right? I also stated in that call that because, again, you were saying hurtful things, I was saying hurtful things, I wanted it to end. Like, I'll eat the shit. Like, I'll keep eating the shit. You know what I mean? I just wanted it to stop. I never received from you any paperwork on anything. Nothing. Was there allegations as far as your situation and things that Tiny's mama was claiming? It was her word against Cody's word against Jada's mama. I mean, there was everybody that was saying different things, right? I also know what my friend was telling me. I never questioned you. I never had to question you. It was never a thing where I said, Kimmy, I want to see the paperwork on this. The only thing you ever sent me was text messages between you and Cody and text messages between Cody and Jada. You never sent me any paperwork at all. Okay? Now, as far as me telling the whole story, right? Like everything that happened, I have never been on a live and told the whole story. Have I been in private chats with Randy, OG, and Angel talking about it? Yep. Angel was even telling us things because and Angel would tell me things that you were saying about the situation. I was like, well, that's fucked up. And Angel would say, well, why is that fucked up? And Randy would say, what the fuck? And I said, are you thinking the same thing I'm fucking thinking? And Randy was like, probably. And I said, how the fuck did you know that? And Angel said, what do you mean? I said, because I was under the impression that me and Randy were the only ones that knew. And I probably knew more than what Randy did. And Angel's words was, no, me and Kimmy have been talking. Kimmy has called me and confided in me about all of the shit that's been going on. Right?
That's not true. I only told Angel a few things about the situation. I never told Angel details. The only person that I shared everything with, Sassy, was you. Cody was never questioned. Nobody in my home was ever questioned. The only person that was questioned was from the other home. And I said from the beginning that I feel that this is not true, and it came out to be, and now those children are with their father, the one that the allegations was made against, because of the woman is not mentally right. But you know all of this, right?
Yes,
because I shared it with you.
The kids had to leave the home with the mother, to which now they're in the home with, or they were placed in the home with the father. I was not aware that the case had been closed when me and you were still talking. They were still trying to get you, or trying to get, not you, because Cody's 18. They were trying to get Cody on the family plan because he had not been put on no family plan yet. That
Correct.
was the last that you and I spoke. That was what you were still waiting on, because when all these allegations got made, everything was happening without you and Cody, which was making it look like your home. It was brought up as far as Adam. And I mean, that was something, again, that was privately spoken on. Now, when I shared the text messages or the messages, TikTok messages between me and Jada and what Jada had said, the beginning of me sharing them was to prove where you kept saying, number one, I reached out to her first, and that I was reaching out to a minor. So the messages as far as on Nicole's live was just to show I did not reach out to her first, and she is not a minor.
Okay, but
Nothing
you didn't show the first message. You didn't show the first message. The only message you showed in that live, and that was after May said.
No. You're talking about May's live. I was talking about the very first time, because this is what Angel was saying. That the very first time was on Nicole's live, right?
Well, I didn't know anything about Nicole's live, but you did know, Sassy. You did know that the case was closed and that the children was first placed in Jada's friend's home, and then the children was placed into their parents' home, into the father's home, and the case was closed. You absolutely did know that. You absolutely did know, and you know that I have the mother recorded where she is saying that it had absolutely nothing to do with Adam, that was only stated coming out of Jada's mouth, not Tiny's, when she was in a room alone with her. You know that. I have all those messages. I'm going to get off here because I'm going to end up starting to say things that, as Joe, do you want to play that call? Can we listen to the call? Because like she said, there's things in there that I said and you didn't disagree with me with. But so we can do that. We can agree to disagree with that. But if you don't want to play it here, I'll go live and I'll play it, and I'll stand. And I'm sure when people hear some of the foul ass shit that I said, they're going to look at me differently, but I don't give a fuck.
Well, if that's what you want to do, then play it. We'll just let the cards roll.
All right. Go ahead, Joe, if you don't mind.
All right. Give me 1 second, because my son's in this, the one thing, so I got to cut my son out.
Honey, my husband's good. My husband accused of touching his son? Wasn't he accused by his own son? He wasn't. Isn't that right? What? Do you not trust your stepson? Can we talk at one time? Let's talk about those allegations. Honey, they've already been bumped. The child is in the home, dumbass. Oh, have they? Yeah. Oh, what happened in my home then? You stank ass, lying ass, little titty ass bitch. Oh, shut the fuck up, you trailer trash. You gonna trailer? I've never lived in a trailer, but I have. Oh, you have. You've lived in a trailer, haven't you? Oh, I have. Do you know that? Yeah, I've got all of your past addresses. Oh, all of them. The latest TikTok.